After stargazing, you come to a conclusion. I'm a boop that! But before you go, what do you need for the journey to look at things? Or even how to find things to look at in the first place? Well, fear not, for the Exploration Elite has come to help you with some tips. Let's ignore that for a second there, okay? So let's start with the basics. Running out of fuel will make you a laughingstock of the community at large. So do not forget the fuel scoop. That should be the first thing to be equipped for any exploratory ship by a rule. But in case you do run out of fuel, worry not, you can always call up fuel rats. They are the dedicated group of fuel transferring rodents that seem to get high on helping people just because it's fun or something. That, or they just need a legit excuse of sniffing gasoline vapors on a daily basis. Well, take your pick. In any case, if you happen to find yourself without fuel in your tank enough to jump to the next station or star, go to the Fuel Rats homepage and ask for help. Be that PC, Potato Station or X-Bone, all platforms are covered. There will be a link in the description for their website as well, so check it out. Okay, so now that the fuel problem is covered, what about your ship? Well, for exploration, all you need is a ship. Any ship will do. But, realistically speaking, most explorers prefer to get somewhere in the fastest way possible. And in that case, remember, the lighter your ship, the further you'll go. And as it happens, the lightest modules are always D-rated. Now, most explorers are very similar to crazed sex perverts. That is, they strip their ships of everything. No shields, no weapons, no nothing. But FSD, scanners, and other optional things that they kinda want. Of course, if you're playing in open, well, then you still may get ganked for no reason other than ganking. So if you want to avoid that very small risk, you can just play in solo. But if you still want an escort, Iridium Wing Player Group does such a thing, so feel free to contact them. A link for that is also in the description. As said before, you can explore in any ship, be that Anaconda with the best jump range in the game, or gunship with the worst. Exploration is not about going far, it's about scanning planets and other celestial bodies. Now, traveling, that's about jump range. Still, if you want to explore, you will need a scanner, preferably advanced discovery scanner that reveals everything in the star system you're in, while other scanners are lackluster at the very best. Still, all of them will do the honk, and all of them will start scanning a celestial body if you're near enough. Now, if you're interested in profit and potentially more gameplay, detailed surface scanner is necessary. It increases pay for the data by about 30%, so if you want to profit from the data more, having this alongside Discovery Scanner is a must. Plus, later this year, by the end of the Beyond season, for Elite, this module will get additional functionality. But really, this is all you need for exploration. 2 scanners and a fuel scoop. Okay, so you got your ship and you got your gear. Now, you want to know how to maximize your jump range. Well, engineering will be required for this, so you'll need Horizons DLC expansion thing, whatever. I don't even know what it's supposed to be anymore, but whatever. Moving on. Anyways, to maximize your jump range, of course, at first you need to strip your ship and equip the lowest D-rated modules, even the power plant. After that, let's start engineering and all that wonderful stuff. So first, FSD. You need to, of course, upgrade its jump range and add Mass Manager Experimental Effect. Number 2, if you don't have enough power coming from your power plant, of course, engineer an overcharge upgrade for it. Then number 3, engineer lightweight sensors and life support. And number 4, Guardian FSD booster, of course. And that's about it. Of course, I'll leave the optional modules to you to decide what you need and if you don't, as well as how to engineer them. Let's say you want to go to the center of the galaxy or beyond. What should you pack for such a task? Well, aside from massive quantities of porn mags and gigantic supply of lube, well, I'd say some life support synthesis and definitely an auto field maintenance unit or FAMU, or maybe 2 of them so they can repair each other. And if you want to stretch it, hull repair limpets would be recommended as well if you really don't want to return to the bubble. The only thing you won't be able to repair is the power plant, and that's a shame. You'd think that a ship by the year 3300 would be able to run some of the ship's modules on a fucking battery, but hey, you know, I guess the humanity just regressed over the next 1000 years and forgot that there are batteries too. Still, let's say you didn't pack any repair units. Worry not, Galaxy these days is, well, maybe not full of, but at least somewhat populated by asteroid bases, far from the bubble and civilization. So just look up those things in Elite Database or Wikipedia for info where they are found, and they will be your homes away from home. Now, as I mentioned before, you can make money off the data you get from scanning systems and celestial bodies inside it. See, each type of object has a different value to it, and contrary to what some people think, you make a lot more money from scanning high-value targets, rather than just honking the system and getting to the next one. There, in fact, are money-making routes planned beforehand by different sources that basically are called roads to riches. I did a video on this subject, so feel free to look it up if you want to know how to earn some scratch with just farting about in space. And as a final little tip, if you want to find some super spots to visit, take up some passenger missions to visit tourist beacons. Many of them will bring you to places with some unique placement of planets, geography, or even something more. There are beacons that will also tell you a little lore about the place and the game. So it's one of the many ways to explore and learn about the game while earning some scratch. Though watch out, some of the passengers tend to be quite the dickheads and suddenly demand fucking souvenirs in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Anyhow, those would be the tips for you, the aspiring elites in the galaxy. I know, this is a smaller list of tips, so if you have any of your own to share, well, please do down below. And of course, don't forget to share the video if you find it helpful, because, you know, that would be helpful for everyone.